I welcome you all to the 11th session of Code Crunchers. Today we'll be practicing more programs based on chopping. Okay. I hope you revised everything. Now I'll be sharing the screen. Okay. So today first I'll be giving you a question. You'll be solving it and then we'll continue, okay? Because today we have to just practice programs based on chopping. So write a program to input a number and calculate the sum of its digits and divide the sum by 2 and print each digit of the quotient in different lines. So in this program, you have to input a number. You have to calculate the sum of its digits. For example, it is 64, so 6 plus 4, 10. And then you have to divide the sum by 2. And then you have to print each digit of the quotient in different lines. For example, if you got the quotient as 26, so you'll chop the number once again and you'll print 2 in the first line of the output and 6 in the next second line of the output. So you'll be getting 4 minutes for this question. By 10:43, you're expected to make it. I hope the question is clear. You have to input a number, calculate the sum of its digits. So you'll chop it over here, and then you have to divide the sum by 2 and print each digit of the quotient in different lines. Okay. So if you have completed the program, you're requested to raise your hand. Okay, that's great. You may unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
You just dictate the whole program. If there are any errors, I'll inform you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Public static void main int a,
INTA. Okay.
and then we will again open a bracket. We'll write int n is equal to 0. Int sum is also equal to 0. And so we'll write int d also is equal to 0. Yes, and then we'll go to the next line. We will write while a is that smaller than 0,
Less than 0 or greater than 0.
less than 0. A is less than 0.
But the initial value of A, for example, if the initial value of A is 567, so A, that value will be greater than 0, so the loop will not even execute.
Sorry, it will be a is greater than 0.
Okay, then
And then we'll write sum is equal to n, sum is equal to sum plus a.
you will not chop the number.
Sir, you said na for division, for the question we have to chop.
Wait. The question states that you have to input a number and calculate the sum of its digits. So how will you calculate the sum of the digits without chopping the number? Means if the
Yes,
number
sir,
is
sorry.
64 and you'll do 6 plus 4, so that requires chopping.
Okay, sir. So then this will write n is equal to a divided by 10.
For the
Yes, sir.
remainder.
Yes, sir. And then write a is equal to a divided by 10.
Okay. Then
And then after sum is equal to sum plus n, we will write uh, the question that
wait, you'll find the quotient outside the while loop because you
yes,
must means close this while loop for the sum to get calculated accurately.
yes, sir.
Okay, so here you will be writing
Yes,
d equals sum divided by 2. Yeah.
yes.
Then now you've got the
And then we will
quotient.
yes, sir. And then we'll write close after this. We'll write system dot out dot println. We have to chop this also.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Then we will write again this
Yes. What will you use?
n is equal to a percentage 10 I. Yes, sir.
Wait. You won't use a while loop?
Yes, sir.
Will you use a while loop over here or not?
Yes, sir. We will use
Okay, so while and what you'll be writing over here?
while d is greater than 0.
Okay, then because you're chopping D, so you'll take D over
Yes,
here.
sir.
Then,
N is equal to d divided by 10.
okay, N is equal to D divided by 10 for the remainder.
Yes,
And
sir.
then,
And then we'll write as D is equal to D per divided by 10.
Okay. Then you have to print in different lines now.
And printing different line will use system dot out dot print or no?
Yeah, you are correct. Dot print ln, and
Yes,
you'll
sir.
write n over here.
Yes,
Your
again.
program is completed. Okay, so
Sir, but
you
how here you have only written N in the print statement. Then only N will print it, na? That David quotient will not be printed.
what does n contain? What is the value assigned to n?
Zero.
In this loop, you have written n is equal to d percent 10. So what is the value assigned to n?
Sir, dividend value only. That quotient value.
Yeah, all of the digits of the quotient are chopped and stored in n. Like if the quotient was 64, then the first value of n it got printed, and then the loop will not get terminated. Yeah, because the value was 64 for the quotient. So in the next iteration, the value of n will get printed. It's same
Yes, sir.
like chopping I explained yesterday. Here also the same thing is happening. I'll explain the whole program. Okay, you may mute yourself now. Great, you made the program. Okay, okay. Now for the candidate who was unable to make the program, see, we have created a class. Now in the public static void main section, we have entered a number. Now the main logic of the program begins after declaring the variables. First, we'll declare all of the variables we are going to use because it's better that we declare the variables beforehand. So uh, uh, we have declared n, the variable we'll be using for chopping the number. We have declared sum, the variable we'll be using to find the sum of the digits. And we have declared d, the variable we'll be using to get the quotient, all beforehand. Okay. And now this program, because the question states that the first part of the question states you have to calculate the sum of the digits. So first we'll calculate the sum of the digits of the entered number. So we'll do the same process while a is greater than 0, n is equal to a percent 10, and a is equal to a divided by 10, and then sum is equal to sum plus n. That is, for example, if the number is 564, so in the first iteration of the loop, first the while loop will check if a is greater than 0 or not. And on the condition when it returns true, it will execute the loop. That is in n, it will store 564 divided by 10, the remainder, that is 4. The number chops from backwards, so 4 will get stored in n. And then we'll overwrite the value of a over here, and we'll write a is equal to a divided by 10, that is 564 divided by 10, we'll get the quotient as 56. And note it is in int, so we'll not be getting the decimal part. So now the new value of a is 56. Clear? And then sum is equal to sum plus n. So sum was initially 0, so it is equal to 0 plus the initial value of n, which we got in the first iteration, that is 4th. So the first value of sum will be 4. Okay. And then now the new value of a is 56. Yes. So the while loop will again check if a is greater than 0 or not. And because 56 is greater than 0, the loop will execute once again. So now n is equal to a percent 10, we'll get the remainder as 6. The new value of n is 6. Please note. And now and a is equal to a divided by 10. We are overwriting the value of a once again. So 56 divided by 10, we'll get the quotient as 5. Because it is integer, so the decimal part will not be used. So now sum is equal to sum plus n. So now the value of sum has been 4 from the past iteration. So now we'll override the value as sum is equal to sum plus n. Now the new value of n is 6. So we'll get sum 4 plus 6. We'll get the sum as 10. Now again, because the value of a was 5, again the while loop will check the condition if 5 is greater than 0 or not. And on the condition being true, it will store in n a percentage, that is 5 divided by 10, we'll get the remainder as 5. because it is integer based programming, we'll not be using the decimal part. So we'll get the value of n as 5, final value of n as 5. And then a is equal to a divided by 10, we'll get the quotient as 0. Yeah, 5 is 5 divided by 10, so we'll get the quotient as 0. And now because the value of sum from the second iteration was 10, so it will just add 10 plus 5, and we'll get the total value of sum as 15. And because the new value of a is 0, because we divided it 5 by 10, we got the quotient as 0. So now the while loop will again check if 0 is greater than 0 or not, and because the condition is false, the loop will terminate, and we'll get the final sum as 15. Now here I have closed the bracket for the loop so that we get the sum correctly from all of the iterations. And now it'll divide the sum by 2 over here, so 15 divided by 2, here we'll get 7 because it is integer based programming, we'll not be getting 7.5. And now we'll chop the whole number once again, and because it's a single digit number, we'll get in the print statement only 7.
Sir,
Yes.
can you do there a double or float?
Yeah, you can use double and float, but not in chopping, because if you use them in chopping, then every time you'll be getting a decimal number, it'll get difficult for you to chop the number.
Okay.
I hope this program is clear. Candidates may inform in the chat box if this program is clear or not, especially the one who wasn't able to make this program. And if there are still any more doubts, you may ask. Okay, that's great. So I'll just quickly run this program on BlueJ, and then we'll end the session. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
you are asking for the
So
explanation of this
I'm not,
block.
no, last block.
This one, n is equal to d percent 10 and d is equal to d divided by 10. Then system dot println n. This one.
Yes, sir.
So the first two lines you understand, we are just means chopping the number.
Yes, sir.
Now over here, see, for example, the quotient was 64. So in the first iteration of this loop, the value of n would have been 4, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So over here, we have printed the value of n. We'll get 4 as the output. And in the next iteration, the value of n will be 6. So in the next line, we'll get the output as 6. Because the loop executes line by line, and it will execute over and over again until and unless the condition is false. So we'll get the output. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll just run this program, and then there will be the break. Yeah, so copy the program. Just wait. Okay. C class compiled, no syntax error. Now we'll get the output. So INTA C. We got 7 as I told you. Now we got 8 and 1 because the question might have been 18. So we got 8 and 1 in different lines. Clear? Yes. What are you saying?
Sir, but when you compiled the 564 as a, then it came the answer as 7. Why
Yes.
it not came the one? Why it not came the sum?
The question was not that you have to print the sum. The question stated that you have to print the quotient, all of the digits of the quotient in different lines. So when we took 564, we got the quotient as 7 only. So how will it chop a single digit number? And in the next case, when I got the second output, I got the quotient as 18. So it printed 8 and 1 in different lines. So I hope it's clear now. Okay. So now it's time for the break. You're requested to rehydrate, go through your notes, and especially revise this program once again, and the type of all the chopping programs we have done up till now. And you may join with the second link, which I'll be sending you. Okay. You may leave the session now. Okay. So welcome back. I hope you revised the programs. I'll be giving you more programs. Okay. So now one more question. Please note the question we are about to do. It may require some extensive logics. Okay. So in this program, you have to input a number, and then you have to print the number in reverse. And please also remember that we chop the number in reverse order only. That is, if the number is 56, then we first chop 6 and then we chop 5. So over here, you'll just chop the number and then you can print it in reverse. It will be easy. You are going to get 5 minutes for this program. It requires some extensive logics from your side. Okay. So before I explain this program or take any of the answers from you, I would just like to bring to your notice one thing. I'll be writing something over here. You are requested to contemplate it and relate the same text with the program. Is this equation true? Is 65 equals to 6 into 10 plus 5? Yeah. Is it correct or not? Means can 65 be written as 6 into 10 plus 5? Yes. What about the other candidate? Can 65 be written as 6 into 10 plus 5? Yes? Okay. So the same logic has to be used in this program. You will chop the numbers in reverse and then you will write them in this form. I'll help you out. But before that, yeah, you may unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
You were saying that you created the program. Let's see what you made. You can just.
Yes, sir. But I just changed the while statement that after that n is equal to a percentage 10 na. I have changed that.
What have you changed?
I am just replace it by a is equal to a divided by 10.
Why? Anyways. Yeah, so this is the program. I'll explain this program to you and you're requested to pay attention to it. So over here, we have created a class called reverse. I've entered the number in int a, the integer variable a. I've declared two variables, one for chopping and the other for reversing the number, means getting the reverse number. Now, for example, the number entered by me is 56. So obviously, I'll be getting the reverse 65 as the ideal output. Okay. So see, we have entered a number in integer a, int a. I declared a variable for obviously chopping and the other for reversing the number. Now, we are assuming that the entered number is 56. So ideally, we should get the reverse number as 65, correct? So over here, we'll do the chopping. At the first iteration of the loop, the value of n will be 6 because the entered number is 56. So the remainder of 56 divided by 10 will be 6. Clear? So over here, we have given the initial value of 0 to the variable f. Now, the statement states that the value of f is equal to f into 10 plus the value of n. The initial value of f was 0, so 0 into 10 is 0 plus the value of n, that is the 6. So now the value of f is 6, correct? The value of f is 6 or not? Yes. So now the loop will again execute. Now the new value of a has been 5. From 56 it became 5. Now again the loop will execute. The remainder will get as 5 and now it will do f is equal to f into 10 plus n, because the value from the previous iteration of f, it was 6, so it will do 6 into 10 60 plus n, that is plus 5. So we'll get the value of f as 65 and then finally the value of f will get printed over here. So the entered number was 56 and we got the output as 65. Is there any doubt in this program or is it clear? It's just simple logic. 6 into 10 plus 5, 65. Similarly, we have made this program. The value continues to change. I hope the statements are clear to you. The logic of this program. Okay. And what about the other candidate? Is it clear to him? Or if he has any more doubts regarding chopping or how was the logic of this program got executed, he may ask. Or if it's clear, he may inform in the chat box. Okay. Let's assume that we had the number 567 as the input. Okay. Now first we'll check if 567 is greater than 0 or not. So it is greater than 0, the loop will execute. In n we'll get a% 10, that is 567 divided by 10, we'll get the remainder as 7. So the first value of n in the first iteration will be 7, correct or not? And then value of a will overwrite it, like a is equal to now 567 divided by 10, the quotient. So the new value of a has been 56. See, the new value of a has been 56, okay? the value of n has been 7. So now f is equal to f into 10 plus n. So the value of f was 0, so we'll get 0 into 10 as 0 plus n, that is plus 7. So now the value of has been 7 in the first iteration. Okay, so now the loop will again execute. It will check if 56 is greater than 0 or not. And because it is greater than 0, we'll again get n is equal to a percent 10. We'll get the remainder as 6, because 56 divided by 10 will get the remainder as 6. So the new value of n has to be 6. And a will be 56 divided by 10, the quotient, that is 5. So the value of a will be 5, new value of a, and the new value of n will be 6. Now again f is equal to f into 10 plus n. The value of f from the previous iteration was 7, so 7 into 10 is 70 plus n, that is plus 6, so we'll get the value of 76. Again the loop will execute, because if the new value of a, that was 5, is greater than 0. So now we'll get 5 divided by 10. The remainder we'll get as 5, and 5 divided by 10, the quotient will get as 0. So the new value of a will be 0 and new value of n will be 5. So now 76 was the value of f. So 76 into 10 is 760 plus the value of n, that is 5, is equal to 765. Now it will again check if a is greater than 0. Now because the value of a has been 0, so 0 is not greater than 0, rather it is equal to 0. So the program or the loop will not execute, and then the values will get outside brackets of the loop, and the value of n, that is 765, will get printed. I hope the program is clear to the candidate now. Okay. Okay. See, I gave you this reversing program because tomorrow we'll be doing conditional programming, and then we'll be doing such programs like such numbers we'll be doing, like palindrome numbers and all, which will require the same logic. Okay. So now, yeah, one more program, and this time I expect both of you to make the program accurately. I'll just send it in the chat box. Just wait. Okay. So the question states that it's almost simple program, or it's almost the same logic. Like you have to input a number, you have to reverse it, similar to this program, and then you have to print the digits of the reversed number in different lines. So it's a combination of this program and the program we did at the beginning. And it will require you to use two while loops, one for reversing the number and the other for printing its digits in different lines. Okay, so you'll be getting time till 11:41 for this program. You're required to make this program as soon as possible, because if there will be time, we'll do one more program after this, and that will require some new logic. As soon as you complete it, you can raise your hand. Okay, so that's great. Both of the candidates have made the program. Okay, I'll just give the solution over here. Just another while loop. F is greater than 0. N is equal to F percent 10. F is equal to F divided by 10. I did not remove the print statement. There is no bar in it. I can make program after the print statement also. Okay, so this was the program. You can do it before the print statement, after the print statement. Besides the print statement, it's totally at your discretion. And the question did not state it to use this print statement. I can just omit this one. It was already written, and that's why I did not remove it. Okay, so now this program requires some of your logic. So write a program. In this program, you'll learn the usage of counters to input a number, because you will be needing counters also, and calculate its length. Now you have to input a number and calculate its length. For example, you have entered the number 105, so the length will be 3. You have entered the number 15, so the length will be 2, and so on and so forth. Now in this program, you have to input a number and calculate its length. I'm giving you 2 minutes for this program, and then I'll explain the program. You're required to at least make the program till the chopping part, and then I'll tell you the counter, how to use it. I already told you that calculate its length means that if the number entered by you is 105, the length of the number will be 3. If the number entered by you is 15, then the length will be 2. Means it is a 2-digit number, 3-digit number, 4-digit number. It's the length only. Okay. So hope you have made the program up till the chopping part. So class counter. Now there are some things known as counters and accumulators in Java. We'll be using a counter over here. I'll just give you a short intro for this, and tomorrow we'll do a program of it. So int a, and then while a is greater than 0, n equals a percent 10, and a equals a divided by 10. Yeah, so now pay attention. I told you that at least you are required to make the program up till the chopping part. Okay, anyways, so now n is equal to a percent 10, a is equal to a divided by 10, the same thing. Now here we'll be using a counter, intf equals 0, and that's it. Okay, so this is the program. Over here we are doing the chopping up till here, same way. Now the only thing I have done is, you remember in the for loop we used to do x plus plus to increase the value of x. Similarly, I have taken a variable f, I've given it an initial value of 0. So now I've at the end of the loop I've written f plus plus. That is, as much times as the loop will execute, the same number of times the value of f will increase. So the value of f will increase from 0 to 1, then 2, then 3, up till the time the loop will execute. And we know that the loop will execute until and unless all of the numbers have been chopped, and in one iteration it chops a single digit only. So if the number is two digit number, the loop will execute twice and the value of f will increase by 2, and we'll get the number as 2, the total number of digits. Yeah, because we know that in a while loop, in a single iteration of the while loop, a single digit only gets chopped. And for example, if the entered number is a 3 digit number, so the loop will execute thrice to chop all the three numbers, and in each iteration the value of f will increase by 1, and after the loop terminates we'll get the final value of f as 3, or 3 digit numbers, which it indicates that the loop got executed thrice and the number was a 3 digit number. Is it clear or not? It's written f plus plus. It's same, remember we used it in the for loop x plus plus to increase the value of x by 1. Similarly, we are using f plus plus to use the value of f by 1 after each iteration of the loop. The loop will execute once, the value of f will also increase. The loop will execute once more, the value of f will increase by one more number. Okay, this plus it has been used to attach it with the message. I printed it with the message, so the number is, and then I have written the variable name after the addition sign to attach. You remember? Okay, so I hope this program is clear to you all now. Yes, Hamza, clear? Okay. So we'll be keeping up till here now, and you are required to go through your notes, revise this program on counters, revise the while loop, for loop, all of the choppings, because tomorrow we'll be doing with conditional programming. We'll be using if and else statements. So you're required to revise everything, and now you may leave the session. Thank you.